But Magic revolutionized the game. What was it like, Showtime, for you?
Oh, it was wonderful, man. It was awesome. I mean, and playing with Magic, playing with Kareem, James Worthy, Superman, Kurt Rambis, these guys, Michael Cooper, it's just an awesome opportunity coming out of college. But Magic was the show.
¿Qué tal, queridos fanáticos? Bienvenido a otro segmento de Entérate Sports. Si a usted le gusta el baloncesto y le gusta la NBA, está en el lugar correcto. Así que no se olviden de suscribirse a este canal donde van a ver muchas cosas interesantes y haga clic en la campanita. Hoy nos vestimos de gala. Hoy nos vestimos de gala porque tenemos a un invitado muy especial. Como le hemos prometido, van a tener cosas dentro de la cancha y fuera de la cancha. Y hoy vamos a tener el privilegio de escuchar y ver un ángulo de la NBA que nadie, no es frecuente que muchas personas lo tengan. Tenemos con nosotros a Billy Thompson. ¿Quién es Billy Thompson? Billy Thompson jugó para la Universidad de Louisville, gana un campeonato de la NCAA colegial y va directamente a Los Ángeles Lakers en el mismo tiempo que está Magic Johnson, en el meollo donde estaba lo que se llamaba Showtime. Ese gran equipo de los Lakers que revolucionó la NBA. Y aquí mi compañero fue parte de eso. Welcome, Billy. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah.
Glad to be on.
Yeah. Thank you. We'll get you even to speak Spanish. Entérate Sports.
Sí,
right?
sí.
Sí.
Comprende.
Billy, obviously, I just alluded to the fact that you won a championship at Louisville. You go to the Lakers, and their prime time, Showtime, which Showtime, I think, revolutionized the game, made it a lot faster. The game, they're great players, and there's always a big debate, who's the greatest player, which is the best team.
Always.
And every era has great players and has a great team. But Magic revolutionized the game.
He did.
He changed it. 6'8", 6'9" guard.
That's right.
Great peripheral vision.
Yeah.
Making it great passes. What was it like, Showtime, for you?
Oh, it was wonderful, man. It was awesome. I mean, and playing with Magic, playing with Kareem, James Worthy, Superman, Kurt Rambis, these guys, Michael Cooper, it's just an awesome opportunity coming out of college. But Magic was the show. He was the show. And that's why he got that name Magic, because he made things happen magically. Like, how could he do that? The no-look passes and all. But the thing about Magic is, and all of the guys on the team is, Magic was a consummate champion. Magic did not want to lose. So even if he passed you the ball the one time and you missed that pass, you better catch it the next time or you're out of the game.
I know. I had the privilege to watch at LMU, Loyola Marymount University, where the Lakers used to practice.
Right.
I watched one of the practices, and it was impossible to follow the ball.
Right.
He brought a different dimension. The ball moves really fast. So
you had to be ready at all times. When we were on offense, you had to be ready at all times.
No doubt about it. He could read the court. Remember, up to there, 6'8" guard that could. 6'8", 6'9", guard that could pass the ball as fast as he did and had the nick and be able to fake is incredible. That's why I bring up the argument. Whenever we talk about nowadays, I know LeBron is a great athlete.
Here we go. The GOAT.
LeBron is a physical specimen. He's tremendous basketball player.
Awesome, yeah.
And Michael Jordan did great things and took the game to different levels as well.
He did.
But if you look at changing the game, which the game is dribbling, shooting, rebounding, and passing, he's still, Magic is fourth in triple doubles.
Which is awesome.
Which is
crazy.
Awesome. You're talking about, 4 championships. So, even before he got to the Lakers, the Lakers were barely a mediocre team. They have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Right.
To me, the only player that came into the league out of UCLA and made an immediate impact by winning with Milwaukee, by winning a championship, gets traded to the Lakers, and then although he won MVP twice in the late '70s, was not winning
Right.
until Magic
all by
got
himself. Exactly. He needed that help, and Magic brought it. And not just help, like you said, Magic came and brought the help in a way that no one ever was playing. He brought the fast break. And that's where the Showtime came in. Magic brought in all the exciting moves, the fast break, let's run it right at him, the high-flying dunks, alley-oops. The game changed when Magic came in because Magic was able to do that because he controlled the ball. He was a point man. So he made it all happen, and he had that ability to make it happen. This just like Jordan. Jordan was scoring 60, 70 against Boston and all, but they never got past Boston, right? Until he got, help on the team. So once he got some help, he was able to.
Magic made every player around him much, much better.
Very much.
We go back to you because your style of playing, 6'7", tremendous wingspan, you could fly. Billy played with the Lakers the first year as a rookie. The first year in the NBA is very, very difficult to make an impact.
Okay.
And you were coming into your own. Unfortunately, you had a very bad injury.
That's right.
Which is very hard to recover. But now you come back, and Billy was the big player, the first big forward that the Heat ever had. Okay.
Well, they had James Worthy.
No, I'm talking about when you were traded to the Heat.
When I traded on the
Yeah. Now you're drafted on the dispersal draft.
Uh-huh.
What is a dispersal draft for those fans that you get to protect 8 players, and then a new team in the NBA got to choose some players from other teams. Well, I'm a Laker fan. You can tell a little bit. Just a little bit.
Because you hung out with the Lakers. You as a kid, right?
I grew up next to Jerry West.
Jerry West, the great manager. Come on, man.
That is, I'll give you a
You gotta know who this guy is. He's classic.
I'll give you a little stat.
He's great classic.
Every championship, whenever you see a championship series in any sports, right?
Right.
The MVP of the championship, whether it's football, whatever,
right,
he goes to the winning team.
Yeah.
Except one.
Really?
Once. Jerry West, on a series that he lost to Boston, was awarded an MVP.
Yeah.
That's how good Jerry was.
Yeah, never won that championship, but he was the lead.
He did win the one championship.
He won the one, but he was that one always wanting to win, always outscoring everybody, just
definitely
great.
In the 33 state. That 33 back there, I was very, very young. But the 1972 Lakers, 33 straight. I don't know if anybody can ever do that again.
Wow.
But let's go back to you playing. Your style of playing obviously fitted with the Lakers. There comes the injury. Now you're in Miami. What was it like, the transition to a brand new team?
I mean, the transition was great. It was a great opportunity for me because I thought my season was over when I got hurt with the Lakers. I was out for a year and a half. And when that second year came around, because I got hurt the first playoff game in the league with the Lakers, and I was out for a year and a half. I tried to come back the second year, and I couldn't. And I thought my career was over. Jerry was like, we want to keep you, but we need players, so we can't protect you. And that's when I came back. This is a spiritual thing now. I done jumped there on you. But I came back to my condo, and I was like getting ready to give up on God and the Lord and Christianity because my career was over. And because I was asking people, to pray for me that I would get healed, and all this happened, literally. And I came in my condo one day after I was getting ready to become a Muslim because the Lakers released me. My career is over, and I was getting ready. I closed the door, and I heard a voice say, "Whatever you do, do not forsake the name of Jesus Christ." And I stopped in my room there in my condo, and I shed a little tear, like, God, I won't. But it's real hard. It's very hard, And that was it. A week and a half later, I get a call from you guys saying, "Hey, Billy, guess what? You're the number 1 pick in the NBA expansion draft." And I'm like, "What? I'm hurt. I can't play." And I'm like, they drafted me. And so that was a miracle. And here I came here and met you. You were running everything. You were getting the fans. You were getting the sponsors. You took care of me. You were just taking care of the Heat.
To me, it was a privilege working with you. I mean, obviously, as you can tell, I'm a Laker fan. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I worked for the Heat for many years.
Me too, right?
But I love the Lakers. Now, you're here. You represent the Miami Heat in the slam dunk competition. What do you mean you come up with 2 balls to dunk it?
I got that from Larry Nance. Larry
oh,
Nance did it. I thought it was great. I have the big hands, right? A lot of guys can't palm it, so I said, let me do it, and that was fun. It was fun being in it.
Let's jump to the NBA today, as you see it. The first program we talked a lot, we'll say about the 3-point. When we talk about Magic, when we talk about Michael Jordan, they drove to the basket. And the 3-point was something extra. It
was extra, exactly.
But now the game has revolved around the 3-point.
It has. And algorithms, and they figure that, you have a better chance of winning if you're shooting threes. And I'm like,
here we go.
It's a soft game now. Guys are not even wanting to go in strong, get a little hit. It's just a little soft. I think that they have let them have more contact now in the playoffs, but you're right. Just relying on the 3 is just kind of watering down the game.
The 3 opened up the floor tremendously, and obviously, I think they score easier. Now, one thing is the current playoff structure. The play-in. You can have a team in the 7th, or right now is favoring the Heat. Well, here we are in the home stretch. Estamos en las finales, ya llegando a los playoffs. We're in the home stretch, and it's favoring the Heat because they have a chance to play in.
Right, it's good.
But it can knock off a number 7, which might have 3, 4, 5 more games won. What do you think about that?
I think it's just a great opportunity for teams right in that 500, right on the border there, so to give them an opportunity to play in because, they're right in there, so I like it.
You like it? You like it. Good. I mean, it gives a different chance.
Yeah.
Now, talking about, today, the NBA, this year, what it's like coming back from an injury. But Tatum is coming back at Boston.
Right.
But they have a tremendous team. We saw them out here a couple
days ago. Just played here, yeah.
I think they're the team to beat.
That's what everyone is saying. I really believe they have the strength. Oklahoma, again, is still a team to look at. But I would go with Boston.
Boston and Oklahoma. Write this down, fans. Lo escriben en español o en inglés. Yo soy enfermo de baloncesto y me enorgullezco en decir que he predecido muchas cosas. Escríbenlo. Las finales, Oklahoma contra Boston. Yo creo que Boston gana. I think Boston wins. I know.
What about you? Who do you have?
I have Boston all the way.
Okay.
And I'm not a Boston fan.
Of course not. We're Lakers and Heat.
A Laker
to heart.
No mix.
Remember when they played each other at the playoffs a couple of years ago? Everyone had posted me with a Laker uniform and a Heat uniform, asking me who do I pick. I said, well, I'm going for the one that wins.
I'll tell you at the Fabulous Forum, my very first game. It's a 7th game, Boston against the Lakers.
Nice.
Don Nelson shoots a shot, hits the tip of the rim all the way to the top of the basket, and comes right down. The Lakers lose.
Ooh.
I was devastated.
Yeah.
I was devastated.
Tough.
So, Billy, I appreciate you taking the time. I know you have your faith is very important. I believe right after this recording, you are going to be with the players and be in a prayer group. And I feel it. I feel you had a call to serve Jesus. And I remember when you were a player and you and I were very close, and you told me about it, that that was important to you in the prime of your career because you were still playing very well. You decided to change, and that has changed your life. So what are you doing now with your church? And tell the people, Entérate Sports. Acuérdense, quieren saber lo de cosas que no se van a enterar en ninguna otra parte de la NBA. Suscríbete y dale click a la campanita. So tell me about the work you're doing with the Lord right
Now
now.
I pastor a church called Jesus People Proclaim. It's in Deerfield Beach, Florida. And been a pastor for 26 years. And me and my wife pastor and just love it. Got called to the ministry when I was at the University of Louisville, my junior year. I rededicated my life. And I said, Lord, I'm going to take your love around the world. I'm going to play ball and go to school, but I'm going to take your love around the world. And eventually I knew one day I'd be full-time in ministry. And when I got the call, it was my last year with the Miami Heat, actually in 91. I was traveling around different conferences, and three pastors that summer before the 91 season, they were like, hey, man, why don't you come and be a part of my ministry, our ministries? And I was like, no, man, I got a contract. I got one more year left, man. So during that last year, I really wasn't there because I was thinking of ministry now, because I knew God called me. And so eventually I went in ministry in a church in Jesus People down in here in Miami, and then went on, got licensed as a pastor there, and love what I'm doing. I love people, love to let people know how much God loves them, how much Jesus loves them, and the life that God has for us here and the life to come. You know, and we matter. You, myself, people who love the Lord. Just like when Jesus was here, he was here for everybody, rich, poor, whether you believed in him or not, he still cared for you and took care. And that's what we're here doing. You know, you were always great at it. All of this started with your love, your effort, because you had a heart. You had a heart not for yourself. You had a heart for this to happen and people to enjoy it. And that's what Jesus wanted, and that's what you're doing, and that's what I love doing.
Thank you so much. You know, the only word for me to describe Billy Thompson is a class act, on the floor, off the floor, and anything that he did.
This guy, too.
And I have the privilege of calling him a friend, you know, somebody. So, que nos están viendo, a todos les deseo, primero, este tiempo del año que acabamos de pasar Passover, acabamos de pasar Easter y toda esa serie de cosas, lo importante que es creer en un ser supremo es importante también. Y le digo y le doy las gracias a todos ustedes por sintonizar a Entérate Sports. Remember, acuérdense, hagan clic y suscríbete y en la campanita, porque hay mucho material y muchas partes de la NBA. Se habla mucho de los deportistas que son superestrellas, que caminan en una nube. Aquí tiene alguien que estuvo una estrella, estuvo con los más grandes jugando en los Lakers, estuvo parte de ese Showtime de Hollywood, y tan noble y tan simple como lo ven. Le damos las gracias por su sintonía y mucho más por venir aquí en Entérate Sports, donde we're basketball sick. La NBA se va a cubrir como nadie. Gracias.
Thank you.